Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark from the United States.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Mark from the States. How are we doing today? I'm doing fantastic. Someone sent me a trivia, and I'm always game to see how much has stuck in my head. I always get a little worried, especially if I'm going to do this in front of all of you. I'm afraid to let you all down. I'm sure a lot of these answers probably seem obvious to a lot of you. I have a feeling there's going to be some that I have no clue. I'll get a few. I think I could probably, I don't know. This is 22 questions. Feel free, please send me trivia. I love it. They're fun to do because, you know, it kind of tests where I'm at, I guess, in the, not so much my knowledge, but just what I can remember. Yeah, please, yes, send trivia my way if you care to. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into these. Let's see, 22 England trivia questions and answers. Let me dart out so you all can see what we're looking at here. Yes, we are. Okay, you can see it. Here we go. Start quiz. Test your knowledge of England with this fun trivia challenge from royal history to iconic landmarks. Dive into fascinating facts and see how much you really know about this storied nation. Here we go. Play now. Who was the first Queen of England? This is her, yeah? Oh, it's multiple choice, thank goodness. Well, I know it's not Queen Latifah, it's not Jane Grey. It's going to be one of the firsts. And I'm going to go with Mary. Booyah. Also known as Mary Tudor, became the first Queen Regent of England in 1553. Okay, next question. I got it right. What hills border Scotland and England? So they're showing, so I guess that was a picture of Queen Mary. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even thinking about the photo. What hills border Scotland and England? And here are my choices. Obviously no. I don't know. I have not heard of these three, so it's a guess. It's a guess. I mean, these say mountains, these say hills. Mountains are bigger than hills, yes. But then there's always these one names where they don't have mountains or hills after it. I'm going to go with this. I really don't know. I'm wrong. Okay. How do you pronounce that? Cheviot? Hills? Cheviot? I don't know how to pronounce that. Form a natural border between Scotland and England, stretching across the northern part of Northumberland and the southern part of the Scottish borders. This range of rolling hills is known for its scenic landscapes and historical significance, often serving as a natural barrier and a site of historical conflicts between the two nations. Okay, I won't forget that. I don't think I'll forget that. What's the official home? Well, this is it, yes? Pretty easy when you have the picture and multiple choice there. I think I would have gotten that regardless. What's the smallest English county? The picture is going to be no help. No. Isle of, is that a county? Never heard of this. And for that reason, I'm choosing it. Look at that. Located in East Midlands of England. I think I've done videos in East Midlands. Maybe it was West Midlands. Or the North Midlands. I don't know. It's the smallest historic county by both area and population. Despite its small size, Rutland is known for its picturesque landscapes, including Rutland Water, one of the largest artificial lakes in Europe. Oh, interesting. Okay. What's in the English breakfast? Well, you can't show me the photo. That's fairly easy. What is that all about? Well, it's definitely this one here. If I had to list them without looking at the question, maybe I would not get all of these. I don't know if I would have answered mushrooms, but I think I would have gotten the rest of those. I don't want the photo. What drink do English people... Oh, geez. Motor oil. Normally beer, but I'm going to say tea. Yes. What is the professional football club based in Old Trafford, Greater Manchester, England? Why would you even do this? I don't understand why that's even an option. I mean, if that's the case, just give me 3 choices. Don't give me this crap. It's United. When did the first London Marathon take place? Well, I'm assuming that's the first picture from the very first London Marathon. Looking at those shorts and the way people are dressed, it's certainly not 1066. It's not 1995. Wow, these got pretty specific here. March 29th in 81 or March 29th in 82. Okay, well, I'm assuming it was on March 29th. I'm going to go 81. Yes. That was lucky. It was co-founded by former Olympic champion Chris Brasher and athlete John Tisley. The event has since grown into the world's major marathons. Yes. Interesting. 1981. Okay, what is the question? How heavy is the Big Ben bell? Okay. 14 tons, 13.7 tons, 10 tons. I'm just kidding. All right, so we have 10 and 14, but then they get real specific of 13.7 here. I would not know the answer to this if I didn't have multiple choice. I'm going with this choice only because it gets pretty specific down to the decimal. So we're going with that. Yeah, this is easy. Would not have known that. And if any of you did know that, I am so amazed. Who was the Prime Minister of England? Seriously? Why would you show his photo? I mean, it's pretty obvious who it is, but I'm just saying. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm scrolling down. Okay, I just don't want to see the photo. Who was the first English actor to ever win an Oscar? I don't know this. I'm going to say Laurence Olivier. I mean, he's English, right? Charles Laughton. George Arliss. I don't know. I'm going to say Charles Laughton. George Arliss was the first English actor to win an Oscar, achieving this milestone in 1930 for his role in Disraeli. His win marked a significant moment in film history, highlighting the international recognition of British talent in Hollywood. And now look at, essentially all actors are from this island. They're all British. Every actor, it seems like, in every movie and every TV show is British. Well, good for you, George. Well done. Okay, I'm closing my eyes, so I'm scrolling down. Sorry for this, but I don't understand why they give you the photo. Okay, what's the biggest national park in England? Peak, Lake, Cairngorms? That sounds like something that would be like in Scotland. Maybe not. Lake District. I think that's pretty big, isn't it? Or the Peak District. That's pretty big too. At least I think so. I'm gonna go Lake. Wait. I said Lake District, but it said I chose Lake District. It says I'm correct. Then it says here to Cairngorms. I don't know how to pronounce that. National Park established is the largest national park in the United Kingdom. So what, am I wrong or am I right? It says I'm right, but yet down here it says I'm wrong. Parts of the Scottish Highlands. Covering is. Okay, that's the largest national park in the United Kingdom. The question, what's the biggest national park in England? Okay. So the Lake District's the largest in England, but these Cairngorms, they're the largest in the UK, but you're asking in England. I'm confused. Closing my eyes, scrolling down. Sorry for that. Oh, it's a river question. What's the second longest river in England? Second longest river. That's interesting. Second longest river. Is there a river bigger than the Thames? Is there a river bigger than the Thames? I don't think those are bigger. Actually, I think this might be bigger. Oh, I don't know. Why are they asking for the second largest? Now I'm confused because of that last question. But I'm going to go with Thames. Is at approximately 215 miles long, second longest after. Okay, that's what I thought. There was some sort of reasoning there. I was thinking that this was the longest. Weird to ask that. Why didn't they just ask for what's the longest? I don't know. Maybe that's a normal answer. Okay, I didn't see the photo. I hate how they have the photo there. Bothers me. What's England's largest city in terms of population? Well, London. Yes. I mean, London has Hogwarts. Capital, of course. Easy. All right, closing my eyes, scrolling down. What year did the London Underground start operating? Okay. Is this a joke? The first underground railway opened in 1863, and then they give me 3 other dates. I mean, you're telling me this is the answer. Are you not? For the record, there's no way I would know this answer. But you basically telling me in the answer. Who's doing this? Okay. What's the highest mountain in England? Now, can I get any lead from the photo? I don't know. This trivia is crazy. Scaffold Pike? Evelyn? No idea. I'm going to say this one here. Incorrect. Scaffold Pike, located in the Lake District. Highest mountain in England, standing at 978 meters. It's a popular destination for higher climbing. Okay. Scaffold Pike. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. What year was Queen Elizabeth born? No, of course. No, that would. She was in her 20s at the end of World War II. This would put her still. She was either 20 or 21 at the end of the war. So yeah, that's out of the question. That puts her too young. 25, 26, 25, 26. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's just go with this side. Oh, okay. April 21st, 1926, she became the longest reigning monarch, over 70 years, and it's so wild. Okay, close my eyes, scroll down. Who was the first Tudor monarch of England? Who was the first Tudor monarch of England? So it's obviously not that. It's not going to be that. That's before Tudor time, right? Maybe. Monarchs I have the hardest time with, for sure. So I'm going to go it's one of the Henrys. Only for the fact that they've given you 2 Henrys to choose from. And I'll go the big fella himself. I'll go with Henry VIII. 7. After his victory I probably should have. War of the Roses has remarked the beginning of the Tudor dynasty, which brought significant political and economic change. No, I probably should have guessed that one. That was probably a poor guess. Okay, let me scroll down. We got another queen question. Ruling for 64 years, which queen was the longest reigning before Elizabeth II? So, weren't these on the first question? These two. It's either Queen Victoria or Queen Anne, and I want to say it's Queen Victoria. It's not Queen Mary, is it? No, she didn't last very long. Or did she? Yeah, this is where I don't know my royal history. I'm going Queen Victoria. Nice. 37 and 9 in 1901, making her the third. Yeah, I should, this, as I'm reading it, I'm like, yes, of course. Yeah, if you're going to have an era named after you, you definitely were around a long time. And these are 19 of 22. Okay, we're on now 20 of 22. 3 more to go. London Calling was the 3rd studio album. Oh, that's easy. That one, we don't even have to get into that one. Let's see here. Island of Great Britain, made up of what 3 somewhat autonomous regions? Great Britain, so it does not have Northern Ireland, so it's just England. Okay. Ireland. They just omit Scotland. I'm going to go with Narnia, Middle-earth, and Westeros. Okay. That one was simple. Sorry that I have to keep scrolling down here. Next question. Closing the eyes. This is the last one. Edward Teach was in Dorian's pirate band. Oh, I know. That's Blackbeard. Okay. There you have it. See final results. Some of these, well, a lot of these were guesses. A lot of these, if I didn't have the picture, which I find odd that you're going to show a picture of the correct answer. This was a guess. I would never have gotten that if I had to come up with that on my own. I think I would have gotten that on my own. T, I would have gotten without any help. Manchester United I would have gotten without any help. This, no, I would never have known the London Marathon when that started. How heavy is Big Ben? That was just a guess, but an educated guess basically because of how specific they made the answer. Who is the Prime Minister? That I knew. Could have gotten that without this. I had no clue. Just guessing. Biggest national park. Okay, it says I got the right answer. So, but they were talking about how this is the largest in the United Kingdom. So that's cool. But still a guess. And would I have gotten it if I didn't have multiple choice? Maybe, because I do know of these two. Lake and Peak. Second longest river. I figured this, I kind of guessed, because I was not really a guess, because I was pretty sure that that was the longest. So I made an educated deduction. Largest city, I would have known that. Well, I mean, they just say in the answer here, it's the first underground railway. So that was, would I have come up with the answer? No. No, absolutely not. Didn't know highest mountain at all. What year was she born? I probably could have gotten close. I doubt I would have correctly got 1926, but I could maybe do the math and somewhat get close. First Tudor, I don't think I would have thought of Henry VII. I probably would have said Henry VIII, to be honest with you. And let's see, longest ruling monarch, Queen. Which queen was the longest reigning British monarch before? I'm not going to say I would have said Queen Victoria, but she's one of the more widely known, so I maybe would have come up with that one. Clash, I didn't need help. Didn't need help on that one either, and I didn't need help on that one, so not too bad. Not too bad. What was my final score? 82%. That's not too bad. Not too shabby. Thank you so much for hanging with me. How did you guys do? 100%, I'm presuming. If you want to send me a quiz to do, please do. They're fun. Maybe send one that doesn't have the answers in the answers, or a photo of the answer. That was weird. Hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. Thanks so much for just wasting time with me today. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.
Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark. Yeah.